to get up to the base. We're not really sure yet. But Adel's sending one Stalker, and it looks like, I'm not sure what he got an sent to attack, but the Stalker is going to see these medevacs, and you can see the entire army is being pulled back. And so these dropships are basically racing against Adel's army to see if they can get back in time, although he has warped in some more Stalkers up here, so he is fully prepared. And it looks like Jimpo sees them, so he pulls the dropships back because you don't want to lose them since they can't fight Stalker at all. But he does pull him back, and it does look like he's going to pull his army down here. Oh, this one SCV who is out here happily building supply depots, he gets caught and he is going home. But it looks like he's going to lose the dropship maybe. Yes, he is going to lose one. Is he losing both? No, one does get out, but he is going to lose some supply depots. He's not supply locked yet, and he just got supply locked with that last supply depot kill from AdelScott. And on here, oh, that SCV is dead, so he now controls the Zelnaga Watchtower again. Basically, Jimpo just sitting back and going to get his upgrades and try to build up a little bit of a force. That way he can fight the Colossus and the Immortals and the Stalker. What a pretty fearsome army this is. A lot of stuff. And you can see that AdelScott is picking up his gold expansion, building a cannon to try to make sure that it's a little bit safer from drops. All of the bunkers go down, trying to recover all those minerals. And he looks like he might be getting ready to move out. That would be why I would assume he is going to move these. And it looks like he is, maybe, yes, he is. He is resetting up. And the tanks go back into siege mode. This observer's being able to watch it. And that's kind of the big thing that you're hoping for, is you would like to catch the Terran while they're in transition mode with the siege tanks, because hang on, I'm lagging. Okay, because the big time that siege tanks are weak is while they're in transition mode, so while they're either going to or from siege mode. And it looks like they are going to take out this rock to give themselves another lane to attack through, I guess. And basically, he is scanning up here, so he sees that there is an army up here. Jimpo is aware of this. AdelScott actually throwing a bunch of gold probes, or probes on the gold expansion, and getting ready to get that going. Also making more immortal, getting blink, getting the armor, just pretty good about the upgrades. Jimpo doing dual engineering bay. I don't know where they're both at. They are both right here. Both of them are upgrading his Marines and Marauders. Currently, Jimpo is ahead with a +1 attack upgrade. You can see again the tanks are in transition. They are getting ready to move up, and now the Protoss army moves in, which is going to force all the tanks not to be able to fire for a second while they go into transition. And then the Protoss army is going to continue to attack, but the auto defenses are basically making the Stalker useless. So they are, as you can see, effective against Marauder, Viking, Banshees, Battlecruiser, Thor, Missile Turrets, Stalker, Phoenix, Proton Cannon, Queen, Mutalisk, Corruptor, Hydroscan, Spore Crawlers, or you could have read that yourself. But either way, point defense is amazing against Stalker, basically drops their damage to nothing. But once again, he is catching the tanks in transition again. These Colossus are able to fire, they're just mowing down the infantry, and the Stalker and the Immortals are being able to push the tanks, but it looks like this might not be such a good deal for AdelScott, because there are a lot of tanks back here that are blowing a lot of stuff up, and he is forced to retreat, losing most of his Stalkers, but his Colossus and his Immortal are fine. And it looks like Jimpo is not going to push the attack. Oh, nope, he is not pushing the attack. But some of the Colossus are going back here, and one of the Colossus strays a little bit too far, and I don't know if he does end up getting himself killed. More Stalker on the way, with Jimpo scanning up here so he can see what he's still facing. The Immortal goes down to absorb most of the damage, and of course he is going down now. The other Immortal goes down there, he tries to absorb some damage, and he dies as well. But it's kind of hard to fight a bunch of tanks that are already set up like that. Just really difficult. Jimpo taking another expansion. Doesn't want to, let's see, is he almost, yes, he is almost mined out in his main, so he's going to go ahead and grab his next expansion. He's almost, well, he's actually looking like he might be mining out his natural soon, so getting the next expansion, he's probably going to be, I would assume, trying to take the gold at some point here before too long. But AdelScott is coming back with some more Immortals and some more Zealots this time, favoring the Zealots for the very heavy tank Marauder army that is going in. You can see he's getting the charge, which would be very bad for this entire group because tanks can't fire when there's a unit right next to him. But Jimpo is opting to move back because it looks like AdelScott is going to burn down this planetary fortress. A couple of Immortals, all the SVs are trying to repair, not enough, and he is leaving. So he has just destroyed this planetary fortress. Quite an investment for Jimpo to lose. But not to be deterred, he is getting a command center back right away. And scans him. So AdelScott deciding he wants to take another route home, and actually wanting to destroy this supply depot now that he's getting this expansion. The supply depot goes down. The SCV's going down. He's going to lose another supply depot. But at the same time, we have Jinpo, who is attacking the gold expansion. Is this Nexus going to go down? I'm not really sure. Yes, he does have Storm. It looks like he's going to be able to Storm, but the Marauders and everything moved back, although he did get feedback off on one of the dropships. And running right back into the tanks, and you can see again, the tanks set up are really devastating. Nice little pincher attack. There's a lot of pincher play. I was trying to think of something else cool to say, but I couldn't. So, nice pincher play. Both sides taking some pretty heavy casualties. Several Immortals are still back up, but you can kind of see the danger in having a bunch of tanks already set up. The range is just enormous, and they just do so much damage. So both sides pretty much got their army blown up, but AdelScott able to warp it back in almost immediately with the 7 warp gates, and also opting to get another Nexus while these probes just continue to mine away on the gold happily. This command center has been built, so going to be getting that set up back in place here soon. There are no ghosts yet, which is kind of strange. I would have almost assumed that there would be some ghosts at the moment, but either way, there are no ghosts dealing with this. We do have a dropship with 2 health, so I don't know how that's going to go, but you can see he's trying to harass us a little bit, trying to see what he can. That dropship does get, or the medevac does end up getting killed, seeing if he can burn this Nexus down too, with the safety of the tanks set up back here. And the Storm, he hits a little bit. I think he got 1 kill, killed a Marine. See if we can find out which Templar it is. It was... none of the Templars actually got the kills, so something else got it. I was hoping one of the Templar was on his way to ascending and being more powerful. I don't remember what they actually get turned into. I don't know. But either way, so again, the tanks are being set up again, and this time he is basically just going to be dancing around with the Marauder, trying to avoid the Storm as it comes crashing down all over him, but there's not really a lot of room to work with, so AdelScott able to hit it, guys with the Storm pretty well, although the Templar get a little crazy and they stray out, they all end up getting themselves killed, so he has to walk away with an Immortal and a couple of Stalker. But once again, the advantage of the warp gates is almost instant replenishment of your army, depending on how that goes. You can just get an army so quick, whereas Terran has to basically make units the old-fashioned way, you know, 1 at a time out of these structures, or 2 at a time if you have a reactor. Getting a couple of missile turrets just to make sure that, or to help kill the observers, I assume, and make sure that there are no Dark Templar or something coming. And also getting a sensor tower, that way he can make sure he can see exactly when AdelScott's moving in. He doesn't want to lose this gold expansion, especially with the mules on it. And if you go to the income tab, you can see they're actually about even with Jinpo moving ahead as more mules get added. He moves a little bit farther ahead. Well, I say that, but now he's actually falling back down. But so AdelScott opting to move in with the Immortals first so they can absorb most of the damage. Lets the Zealots charge all the tanks, and the Templar come in. They're trying to storm the Marauder, and the Zealots are just going to town on the tanks, and the Immortals, of course, blowing the Marauders up, and it looks like he might lose this gold expansion. There's more Marauder coming, and he is warping in more units. They are coming down. Just too many Immortals fighting the Marauder. And I don't think the SCVs are going to be able to prepare it quick enough, especially with, what, 5 Immortals attacking it and several Zealots attacking the SCVs. And there is a good game. There is a good game from Jinpo, and what a game it was. We got to see lots of scouting, lots of cool play like that. Looks like people are slowly leaving the game, but I don't know who is actually left. Oh, it doesn't tell me. But someone's left, because here are the Immortals still blowing stuff up. Oh, it's Bob Legob. He is the last one, maybe? Oh no, Eno. Eno was our last one who was waiting. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the game. I'm going to try to get some League of Legends games up here soon. I think sometime this weekend. I'd like to do another one, but either way, at the very least, I'm going to probably end up doing a couple more StarCraft games this weekend. So look forward to that. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this, and I will talk to you later.